Shalawam, I'm your brother Jeremiah from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Midlands. Before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakak, Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and Shalawam unto you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalawam. Now this is gonna be a quick lesson through the spirit, on the crimes and the atrocities that this devil Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has done unto the children of Israel, and how they're gonna have to pay for that. All right. This lesson, is pretty much inspired by, just recently, you have this devil, who he'll make mockery on what he has done unto the children of Israel by putting it up as, certain holidays. All right, such as in this instance, you know, um, October the 9th, um, not even a week ago, this devil um had what he would call Indigenous People Day, when he used to call it Columbus Day. And, we know what that devil Christopher Columbus did, on his voyages, over here to the Americas. And we're gonna get into that. All right. And this devil is gonna have to pay for everything that he has done. All right, not only to, the southern kingdom, being Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all right, which we were brought over, to the Americas on slave ships according to prophecy. All right, but what he has done into the northern kingdom, all right, being the so-called native Seminole, all right, and so-called Hispanics of today. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Not intended for it to be long. But this is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old. The scriptures told us to remember. All right, and through the Rekakodash, the Holy Spirit, the remembrance on who we are, all right, on who our enemies are, and also who our power is all being brought back. All right, and how do we remember? We must read. Okay. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am Yahawah, and there is none else. I am Yahawah, and there is none like me. All right, and not to forget to mention, Bahasham has set up teachers. All right, going back to Isaiah 30 and 20 on down to 21, our eyes shall see our teachers, man. All right, and that's the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, and the elder bishops trickling on down. Okay, so this is Isaiah 46 and 10. Here's the point. It says, declaring the end from the beginning. All right, so you see the Lord has already declared the end from the beginning. All right, and if you're reading, all right, if you're being brought back to remembrance, Yahawah is about to destroy Esau, Edom, and his kingdom. Okay, for all the evil that he has done unto the children of Israel. All right, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native, and Seminole Indians of today. Okay, it says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So all the words of the Lord is going to come to pass. Okay, the Lord, Yahawah's counsel is going to stand. All right, and that's the reason why his true men, all right, the men of the Lord, the prophets, when they prophesy, which means to say before, they're prophesying the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay, and we know that these words, they will not come back void. All right, and I had an alert earlier today from my Bible app, going into Isaiah 55 and verse 11. But I'm going to start at 10 because this adds to the point that the words of the Lord is going to stand. Isaiah 55:10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. Verse 11. It shall not return unto me void. All right, so you see, the Lord said the words of his mouth, prophecy, is not going to return unto him void. So the words of the Lord is going to stand. But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. All right, we're seeing the signs, the build up, all right, to Esau, Edom's kingdom, coming to an end. All right, and also the signs pointing towards the second return of the Son of the Most High, being Yahawashi. Okay, so this devil is about to pay for everything that he has done unto us. Whereas it is written, 2nd Esdras 6:9 is the point, but I'll read it, verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the end of the first age, and the beginning of it that followeth? Verse 8. And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And this is very important. Everything that's going on according to prophecy is really centered around, these two forefathers, Jacob and Esau, which Jacob is the forefather of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native, and Seminole Indians of today, being the forefather of the Israelites. All right, the righteous seed line, the people of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, goes through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and Esau is the forefather of the so-called white race. All right, which they will be, the ones who will be in rulership here in the end of times, man, when Yahawashi returns. All right, but verse 9, here's the point. 2nd Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world. All right, so dealing with the so-called white race. All right, his forefather being Esau, his descendants being the Edomites. They are the end of the world. And this word world goes into eon, dealing with a period of time or an age. Okay, so dealing with the end of the first, all right, the end of Esau, Edom's period of time, his world, his age to rule. Hey, he's the end of the world, man. Okay, and his kingdom is coming to a close. And how do we know? Hey, by measuring the times in which the Lord told us to look at, that would determine the end of the world, all right, and his second return. Okay, and it reads on, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And Jacob, we already know, forefather of the Israelites. All right, to the righteous seed line of Abraham unto Isaac unto Jacob on down to his descendants being the Israelites is the beginning of it that followeth. We're the next up to rule. All right, and that's through Yahawashi and his hopeful elect, in whom he is coming back to redeem. All right, Lord will, we're of that number of the first fruits, okay, to be saved, man. All right, but let me go ahead and get into this article, pretty much pertaining unto the crimes and the atrocities that this devil has done, all right, unto the children of Israel. All right, and why this devil, he's going to have to pay. All right, it's all being brought out, man. Okay. But reading this article from the conversation, it says Indigenous Peoples Day offers a reminder of Native American history, including scalping they endured at the hands of colonists. All right, so dealing with the Native Americans, the Gadites. All right, also you have, Reuben over here, okay, in the Americas, North Americas, you know, they had to endure scalping, man, okay? Pretty much Esau, Edom, peeling their top back, off the top of their head, okay? One of the many, atrocities that this devil has done unto the children of Israel, man. It says at the hands of the colonists, which we know that the colonists are the Edomites. Okay. So, reading a little bit into this, it says for the third year, the United States will officially observe Columbus Day alongside Indigenous Peoples Day on October 9th, 2023. All right. So I guess they still call it Columbus Day as well, making mockery, all right, and what these devils have done. Yeah, he ain't discovered shit. All right. He came over here, raped, robbed, and pillaged this land, all right, and murdered us. Okay. It says in 2021, the Biden administration declared the second Monday in October as Indigenous People Day. I am a scholar of colonial and indigenous relations and think that officially recognizing Indigenous Peoples Day and more broadly Native Americans' history and survival is important. All right, and we know that they are the Northern Kingdom once again. It says, yet Indigenous Peoples Day and the Columbus Day should also serve as a reminder. All right. So, hey, remember the former things of old. Okay. As a reminder of the violent past endured by indigenous communities in North America. This past with complete with settlers, brutal tactics of violence is often ignored in the US. Yeah, they have a term, called critical race theory, all right, pertaining to, the slavery of the Southern Kingdom, on how they don't want to bring up, all right, that shameful, spewing, all right, that will be upon their glory, man. All right, the shameful atrocities, crimes, and murders, all right, that this devil has done unto the children of Israel. All right, and it reads on. It says here in this article, my research on New England examines the important roles that the settlers' wars against the Native Americans played in their colonization of the region. And that's really, this devil using his sword, his blessing, all right, to pretty much take over this land, all right, to steal this land. All right, it says this warfare often targeted Native American women and children and was often encouraged through scalp bounties, meaning people or local governments offering money in exchange for a Native American's scalp. Okay? You see what this devil has done unto us, man? All right, you see the shameful history that this devil has done unto the children of Israel and why they must pay and why they will pay. Okay? It says understanding scalping. I ain't gonna read all of this. It says scalping describes the forceful removal of the human scalp with hair attached. All right, let me read that again. Scalping describes the forceful removal of the human scalp with hair attached. Okay? The devil has done unspeakable things unto the children of Israel. All right? Some things that we don't even know about. All right, a lot of things that we do. Okay? But he's going to pay for all of it. It says the violent act is usually performed with a knife, but it can also be done by other means. Someone can scalp victims who are already dead, but there are also examples of people being scalped while they are still alive. All right? Just wait. Just wait until the Lord brings increase into Israel, man. Brings sovereignty and power into Israel. All right, we're going to do you devils, far worse. Okay? We're going to scalp your neck off your shoulders. All right? But this is Habakkuk 2:14. It says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Bahasham Yahawashi, as waters cover the sea. And you see through the spirit of Rikakodash entering into his holy prophets. All right, this truth, the knowledge of the Lord is covering the earth, man. Being preached throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, fulfilling prophecy. Okay? It says, verse 15, woe, woe means destruction, unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. And that him is pertaining unto Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, he came with his philosophies, his ways, all right, his democracy, all right, and made our people, the Israelites, drunken, all right, because we followed after those ways, man. And now you see where we're at today, man. Our nakedness, and they looked on our nakedness, our shame, man. Okay, but these devils are gonna have to pay, all right. And that's why I said woe, which means destruction. It says, verse 16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Yeah, all their history is being brought out, man. And really they're being exposed by way of the prophets, the men of the Lord. All right, and not only the prophets, the Lord is having his own tongue to fall upon his own self, according to prophecy, man. It says, drink thou also, let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahawah Shemashai's right hand shall turn unto thee. Yeah, dealing with the cup, being the curses, that's upon, his chosen people right now, right? For punishment, hey, that's going to pass unto Esau, Edom, man. All right, and also unto these heathen nations according to prophecy, man. Okay, and matter of fact, let me get something real quick, because that's prophecy, man. The cup being slavery, curses is going to pass unto Esau, Edom, and these heathen nations. It says, Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahawah Shemashai, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies who are our enemies. According to Psalms 83, hey, dealing with these heathen nations, starting with Esau, Edom. Okay, and on them that hate thee. Yeah, they hate not only us, the Israelites, but they hate Yahawah Shemashai, which persecuted thee. And these devils have persecuted us, and they still persecute us because we're still under their hands, man. Okay. But going back in Habakkuk 2:16, it says, the cup of the Lord Yahawah Shemashai's right hand shall be turned unto thee. The curses is going to be put on them, man. They're going to go into captivity, man. And that's all according to prophecy. They're going to be servants and what? Handmaids. Okay? It says, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So now when you look at, this golden city, America, you look at all the crimes and the atrocities that they have done unto the children of Israel, the crimes and the atrocities that they have done to these other nations. A shameful spewing is being brought upon them. And that's why you have terms like critical race theories, because they want to erase all the wickedness that they have done, man. All right, but no, these devils are being exposed, man. Okay? These devils are being exposed for being the wicked, okay? They are the wicked. They are the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. All right? But nonetheless, this is Jeremiah 50:33. Thus said the Lord Yahawah Shemashai of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. All right, and dealing with the children of Israel, that's going into the northern kingdom. Okay, being the so-called Hispanics, Native, and Seminole Indians. Okay, and we just read they had to endure scalping, man. Not only that, man, these devils came with, all types of tactics, man. They came with, smallpox, all right, on blankets, all right, killing off, the livestock, that the northern kingdom was surviving off of, the buffaloes, to pretty much starve them out, man. Okay, these devils did many things, man. They were oppressed together, man. So the northern kingdom, okay, and dealing with Judah, going into the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. And the history of the transatlantic slave trade, man. All right, need I say more? And it says, and all that took them captives, being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, held them fast. Yeah, we're still in captivity unto this day. All right, to be subject unto payments, Baruch 3:8. and they refuse to let them go. Yeah, these devils ain't gonna let us go, man. We're POWs, we're prisoners of war. All right, but what they don't know is that the Lord is raising us up, man. All right, and the Lord, being the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, is about to send his son, Yahawashi, to come back and redeem us, all right, and deliver us, man, all right, out of their hands. Okay, so this is Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, matter of fact, let me get the other version to where the spelling isn't all messed up. Let's go back to Ezekiel 35 and verse 1. All right, so you see, these devils got a lot to pay for, man. All right, and the Lord is raising up his people, man. All right, and he will redeem his people. Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahawashi, came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have set thy face against Mount Seir. All right, Mount Seir would be the dwelling place of the Edomites. All right, the so-called white man. Okay, and also when you read it within the scriptures dealing with mountains, it's concerning governments. All right, so dealing with, the dwelling place, the government of Esau, Mount Seir, prophesy against it. All right, and that's what we're doing, man. All right, we're condemning this place, man. Condemning the heathen. All right, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, it says, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. You see, the Lord is against these devils, man. The Lord is against Esau, Edom. Okay? It says, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, dealing with his right hand. All right, the Lord is going to send Yahawashi, all right, his son, okay, to come and deal with these Edomites, these so-called white people, man. Okay, starting with these wicked elites. Okay? And the Lord is also going to he's raising up, all right, his hopeful elect men. All right, he will endow them with power, man. Okay? And it says, and I will make thee most desolate. The Lord is about to destroy the kingdom of Esau, Edom. We read that Esau is the end of the world, man. All right, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Ezekiel 35:4. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahawah. Everybody's about to fear Yahweh Shemashai. Everybody's about to know that it is the Lord who has destroyed the rulership, all right, the world, the age, all right, the kingdom of the Edomites, the so-called white race. Okay. It says, verse 5, Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. And dealing with that word perpetual means everlasting hatred. Okay, this goes all the way back to the beginning, man, with Jacob and Esau. Even further back with Cain and Abel. And even further back with the serpent and the woman. Okay. And it says, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword. And that's that devil's blessing, man. All right, Esau, his blessing was a sword, man. He has used it against the children of Israel. He has used it against Jacob. Okay. In the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. All right, and there was a point in time to where these devils, was supposed to let up. Okay. But these devils, as you can see, hey, all that held them fast, didn't let them go. To roughly paraphrase, these devils ain't gonna let us go. That's why it's gonna take Yahawashi to pretty much, break this devil down, man, to destroy this devil and his kingdom, all right, and ultimately redeem his hopeful elect. Okay, Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahawah, I will prepare blood. Salakia, I will prepare thee unto blood. So this devil, he's being prepared unto blood, man. All right, the Lord is preparing this devil Esau, Edom, for judgment that he has done, unto his chosen people, the apple of his eye, man. It says, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So the Lord got a big payback coming unto the house of Esau, man. Esau, Edom. All right, and I may mention that this hatred goes back to the beginning. This is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated, all right, Esau what? Hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And, the father being Isaac. All right, and if you can receive it, Yahawashi, okay, in the reincarnation. All right. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. All right, because our forefather Isaac, was pretty much on his deathbed, giving out the blessings. All right, gave out the blessing of the kingdom, all right, unto Jacob. And that's why Esau Edom hates us, man. All right, for all the blessings and the benefits that comes with that. Okay. But, this devil, Esau Edom during that time, he received his blessing as well, man. His blessing was the fatness of the earth, all right, which we see now. This devil's in rulership, okay? And, he's also blessed with that sword. But nonetheless, he know that Jacob, had the better blessing. All right, but it says, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And we've been seeing it ever since, man. All right, these devils always knew who they were. All right, these devils always knew who we were. Okay, even all the way up until now, man. And we're reading it. Okay, it wasn't just the hatred of Esau Edom upon the so-called blacks, the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. No, this hatred was happened upon, the northern kingdom as well. All right, scalping them. Okay, giving them smallpox, man. Okay, taking their whole land, man. All right, what about the trail of tears, man? Okay, so this devil has always seek to slay his brother Jacob, all right, being the Israelites, man. And he continues to do so. All right. But reading this, I ain't gonna read that quite yet. Dealing with Christopher Columbus, this devil, his voyage, he knew exactly who he was coming for. All right, Esau knew exactly, that he was coming for Jacob, man. All right. And just reading a little bit of this, it says Columbus Day, Slovakia. It says Columbus Day and interpreters. Okay. Guess I'll read it from the top. It says, today we celebrate the anniversary of the arrival of Christopher Columbus in the Americas. But did you know, like many other important historical events, interpreters played a vital role? In 1492, Christopher Columbus landed in the Bahamas, changed the world forever. It helped establish trade routes between North America and Europe and ushered in a new age of voyage and discovery. And, it's saying that he landed there, but, in these fool systems, they would say that Christopher Columbus discovered, all right, the Americas and the islands, which in fact, the Northern Kingdom were over here, all right, according to prophecy, according to the words of the Lord. All right. It says, to finish this out, it says, Columbus brought Luis de Torres, an interpreter, with him during his first voyage. De Torres spoke Hebrew. Okay. Why is that so important that he spoke Hebrew? All right, because he was coming over here to the Americas where the Northern Kingdom were already at. Okay. De Torres spoke Hebrew, Aramaic, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Latin, and some Arabic. And because he expected to encounter Asians, and that's a bold-faced lie. All right, he knew that he was coming, to encounter the Israelites, man, the Northern Kingdom. Columbus felt De Torres' proficiency in Hebrew and Aramaic would be particularly useful. However, de Torah's proficiency in these languages was of little use in communicating with the natives who spoke an entirely different language. Because of this, Columbus had to rely on indigenous interpreters, all right, which we know that the Northern Kingdom, obviously spoke Hebrew. That's why he brought a Hebrew interpreter, all right, or Hebrew interpreters, okay? And we also know that during that time when the Northern Kingdom was brought over here, they were coming off the Assyrian captivity, okay? But nonetheless, let me read this real quick and play this video. This is the book of Psalms 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. So, this devil is exposing them, or the spirit of the Lord is being put on Edomites to expose his own self. And, this is evidence of it.
Why do you wish to sail west?
To open a new route to Asia. Asia is the richest kingdom, the land of spices and gold. At the moment, there are only two ways of reaching it. By sea, sailing around the African continent. The journey takes a year. Or by land. But the Turks have closed this route to all Christians. There is a third way. By sailing west across the ocean sea.
The distance is unknown. It's said to be infinite.
Superstition. I believe the Indies are no more than 750 leagues west of the Canary Islands.
How can you be so certain?
The calculations of Toscanelli, Marin de Tir, Esdras.
Esdras, right? When you read in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, dealing with the 10 tribes, all right, coming off of the Syrian captivity, going into the place called Azareth, all right, dealing with another land or other land, okay, that's dealing with the Americas, man. So this devil read Esdras and knew that the Northern Kingdom was over here, man. Okay, this devil is not slick. And he put it within his movies. His tongue is falling upon his own self, man. Okay, to expose himself. All right, not only that, the Lord is using the prophets to expose him, man. All right, but the Lord, all right, is about to take this devil down, all right, by way of his son Yahawashi, all right, and the hopeful elect. Okay.
Esdras is a Jew.
So what's worse?
2 minutes, and already you're a dead man.
For telling the truth?
Yes. We are burning people for less. The men you're about to confront have no emotion.
All right, so, let's go ahead and read this. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter. All right, what does it mean to prepare, to make ready? Slaughter. The Lord is about to slaughter. Remember, we read in Ezekiel 35 and 6. He's preparing blood unto them. All right. Preparing blood for these devils, these Edomites. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. All right, because these devils are their forefathers coming back in the reincarnation. All right, they're about to pay for all the crimes that they have done. All right, and that they do. It says that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So the Lord is about to cut these devils off, destroy their kingdom. It says, verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts. See, the Lord is against these devils, man. It says, it's like for all these alerts. It says, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord, Bahasham Yahawashi. Now, why is it so important, that the Lord says he's going to cut off, from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, the nephew, saith the Lord. The Lord is about to cut off their seed line, man. Okay, and then that's all according to Obadiah 1 and 18, man. They're about to be cut off forever. Okay. But let's read this. This is Ezekiel 25:14. We're about to get that payback, man. And it's all through the spirit and the power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, the so-called white man, all right, so-called white race, the Edomites, by the hand of my people Israel. So we're about to get that payback, man. And it's all prophesied. Okay. It says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, according to the Lord's anger, and according to my fury. Remember, these are the people in whom the Lord have indignation forever, according to Malachi 1:4. And it says, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahawah. All right, so the Lord, the Lord is about to show, his vengeance, his payback upon these devils, man.